Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter called as Fiber to Fabric. We use fabric. Fabrics means clothing, dress. We use different kind of dresses. We use sweaters. We use shirts, pants. We use shawls to protect from cold. But the important question is how are they prepared and how are they manufactured? Basically, fiber is nothing but a small piece of thread which is used to make up the whole cloth itself. How is fiber obtained? It is from naturally or artificially. That all we are going to discuss today. Pahiri and Bojo were very excited. They won a prize. They gave the prize money to buy clothes for their parents. When they saw large amount of cloth materials, they got confused. The shopkeeper told them some were made up of cotton and some were synthetic. Synthetic means man-made, ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. Cotton is obtained from plant, cotton fibers. He also showed woolen mufflers and there were many silk saris also. Paheli and Boju felt excited. They touched and felt the different fabrics. Finally, they brought a woolen muffler and a cotton sari. After their visit to cloth shop, Paheli and Boju began to notice various fabrics in the surroundings. They saw bed sheets, blankets, curtains, tablecloths, towels, dusters made from different kind of fabrics. Even their school bags and gunny bags were made of different kind of fabric. They tried to identify the fabrics as cotton, wool, silk or synthetic. Can you identify some fabrics? There are many kind of fabrics are present. For example, nylon, polyester, cotton, woolen. Many kinds of fibers are there. Some are man-made, which are very very important. Man makes some own fibers and main fabrics to get some special properties. Some are obtained naturally from plant and animal sources. Wool, for example, we get wool from sheep, yak, etc. We get cotton from plants. We get cotton from plants. We get cotton from plants. Yes or no, children? We get cotton from plants. Like many kinds of fabrics are there. Some are natural, like I told, bed sheets different, shawls different, blankets different, curtains different, tablecloth different kind of fabric, towel different kind of fabric, dusters, gunny bags, school bags, everything. We'll try to know how is a fabric prepared, what is a fiber, and how do we convert into a fabric. Very interesting chapter. First of all, we'll try to know what is a fiber. You might have observed something similar when trying to thread a needle. Many a time the end of the thread is separated by few other strands. This makes difficult it to pass through the thread through the eye of the needle. The thin strands of thread that we see are made up of still thinner strands called fibers. Like I told, when you see a thread, you would have seen that ದಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನೇನೋ ಸುತ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಸ್ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡು, ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ನ ಫೈಬರ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆ ಫೈಬರಿಂದ ದಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ದಾರದಿಂದ ಶರ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಂಟು ಹೊಲಿತಾರೆ, ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ as fiber. The thin strand of thread. The thin strands of thread contain still thinner strands, which we call as fiber. Fibers are made up of yarns. Yarn are further made up of fibers. Where do these fibers come from? Like I told, today we are going to discuss about source of fibers. The fibers of some fabrics, cotton, jute, silk and wool are obtained from plants and animals. Those are called as natural fibers. The fibers of some fabrics such as cotton, jute, silk and wool are obtained from plants and animals. That's why they are called as natural fibers, naturally available. Cotton and jute are example of fibers obtained from plants. Cotton and jute is obtained from plants. Wool and silk is obtained from animals. Cotton and jute is obtained from plants. Wool and silk is obtained from animals. From animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece of sheep or goat. Fleece means hair. Wool is obtained from the hair of sheep or goat, or also it can also be obtained from hair of rabbits, yak, camels. Silk fibers is got from cocoon of silkworms. Now you understood the sources, plant and animal sources. Cotton, jute are obtained from plants. The wool is nothing but hair of goat, sheep, yak, camel, etc. This is how we obtain. Using that, we make threads. From threads, we make cloth. This is how a fiber becomes fabric. This is how a fiber becomes fabric. For thousands of years, natural fibers were only the ones available for making fabrics. The last 100 years or so, fibers are also made by chemical substances which are not obtained from plant or animal sources, called as synthetic fibers. Wool, cotton, jute are all obtained from plant and animal sources naturally. But in the recent 100 years, human beings or man is able to manufacture many fibers from chemical substances. These are called as synthetic or man-made fibers. These are called as synthetic or man-made fibers. These are called as two types of fibers are there. One obtained from naturally from plants and animals. These are called natural fibers. And another is man-made fibers by using chemical substances. These are called as synthetic or man-made fibers. Some example for synthetic fibers are polyester, nylon and acrylic. Polyester, nylon and acrylic. Some examples for synthetic fibers are polyester, nylon and acrylic. And acrylic. And acrylic. Nylon and acrylic. Some plant fibers we are going to discuss now. Cotton. First we'll take cotton, very important. Cotton is used from thousands of years. You know wicks for lamps, oil lamps, ಬತ್ತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ದೀಪಕ್ಕೆ, that is cotton. What do you use for making these wicks? This is used, cotton is also used in filling mattresses, pillows. Here all cotton wool is used. Cotton wool is also used for filling mattresses, quilts. Quilts are also pillows. Quilts are pillows. Okay. Take some cotton wool, pull it apart. Look at its edges. What do you observe? The small thin strands that you see are cotton fibers. When you try to pull and separate a cotton wool, you find small thin strands. It's very small thin strands. Those are called cotton fibers. Those are called as cotton fibers. Those are called as cotton fibers. Where does cotton wool come from? It is grown in the fields. Cotton plants are usually grown at places having black soil and warm climate. Can you name some sites of our country where cotton is grown? The fruits of cotton plant are about the size of the lemon. After maturing, the balls burst open and the seeds covered with cotton fibers can be seen. And after maturing, the balls burst open and the seeds covered with cotton can be seen. Have you seen a cotton field that is ready for picking? It looks like a field covered with snow. It looks like a seed covered with snow. This is how it looks like. I'll show you the photo. This is what it looks like. Field covered by snow. This is how cotton is grown in a plant. It contains seeds. If you take out and separate, we can see the fibers. We can see the fibers. This is how cotton looks like. The fruits of cotton plant are cotton bolls, which are the size of a lemon. Inside them, cotton will be there. Once it grows, After maturing, the balls burst open and cotton comes outside. Cotton is a very commercial crop, lot it's costlier crop. From these balls, cotton is usually picked by a hand. Fibers are then separated by from the seeds by combing. This process is called as ginning of cotton. From the fibers are separated from seeds by combing. This process is called as ginning of cotton. Ginning of cotton. This process is called as ginning of cotton. Next we will learn about jute. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. It is cultivated during rainy season. In India, jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. Jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. The jute plant is normally harvested when it is at flowering stage. The stems of the harvested plants are immersed in water for a few days. The stems rot and fibers are separated by hand. This is how the jute works. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. It is grown in rainy season. Normally it gets harvested, or when we try to take out the fibers in the flowering stage, the stems of the harvested plants are immersed in water for a few days. The stems rot and the fibers are separated by hand. Cotton and jute are plant fibers. Cotton and jute are plant fibers. To make fabrics, all these fibers first converted into yarn. To make fabrics, all these fibers are first converted into yarns. How are yarns done? We will see later. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. In this process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings fiber together to form an yarn. Simple. Many threads, very small threads. Yarn is somewhat making like a thread. Many small strands of cotton are taken out and they are twisted and joined together to form a yarn. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. This process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings the fiber together to form yarn. A simple device used for spinning is a hand spindle, also called as tuckli. Another hand operated device is charka, which Mahatma Gandhi was using. Charka was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as a part of independence. He encouraged people to wear cloths made from homespun yarn termed as khadi. And shun imported cloth made in the mills of Britain. To popularize and promote Khadi, the government constituted a body called Khadi and Village Industries Commission in 19. Spinning of yarn on large scale is done with the help of spinning machine. After spinning, yarns are used for making cloth or fabrics. Yarns are used to make clothing. Yarn is nothing but a thread. Spinning, we spin means we twist one fiber with another and join them together, to form a thread which we call as yarn. And this process is called spinning. It is done by charaka. Gandhiji was using. And also another is takli. Nowadays many machines are available. How do you convert yarn into fabric? It's an important point. Now we will learn how we will convert yarn into fabric. First step is weaving. The process is arrange of two sets of yarn together to make a fabric is called as weaving. The process where we arrange the sets of yarns, like in a sweater, like in a cloth, how they will arrange the yarns vertically and horizontally. This process is called as weaving. Oliyado. This process is called as weaving. Weaving. In the similar manner, two sets of yarn are woven to make a fabric. These yarns are much thinner than our paper strips. Of course, weaving of a fabric is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. You can see this lady weaving. How beautifully she is combing to separate the strands, and also she is trying to arrange the yarns to get a fabric. This is how they arrange the yarns to get a fabric. They arrange the yarns to get a fabric. After weaving, we do knitting. In knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. Have you ever pulled a yarn from a torn pair of socks? What happens? A single yarn pulled out continuously as the fabrics gets unraveled. Socks and metal coating items are made up of knitted fabric. Knitting is done by hand and also machine. First we learnt ginning. Ginning is the process where we separate cotton fibers from strands, from seeds. Next we learnt about spinning. Spinning is converting fibers into yarn by twisting them. Next we learnt about weaving. Weaving is the process of arrangement of yarns to get a fabric. Last is knitting. Knitting, like we do in a sweater, a single yarn is used to make the whole fabric itself. A single yarn is used to make whole fabric itself. A single yarn is used to make, that is called knitting. Weaving, knitting, everything. Once again, students, I'll come back to textbook. We were discussing about knitting. Knitting, like I told children, knitting here. Knitting, using a single yarn, we make a piece of fabric, like you can see the knitting where they are done, how it is done. We convert yarns into fabrics. You can also pull the yarn from a torn pair of socks. What happens? A single yarn gets pulled out continuously and the fabric gets unraveled. Socks and many other clothing items are made up of knitted fabrics. Socks and many fibers are made up of knitted fabrics itself. Knitted fabrics. Weaving and knitting are used for making different kinds of fabrics. These fabrics are a variety of clothing items. From first we'll come. Today we studied about fibers. Fibers are nothing but when you take a thread and take a small, it is also made up of many strands, thin, very thin strands. You take out one, that is called fiber. We used to study how fibers will become fabric. See how they are pulling a thread from a fabric. Next, two kinds of fibers are there, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals, cotton, jute, etc. Even some fibers can also be prepared from human beings, that is called synthetic fibers. Example, polyester, nylon, rayon, etc. Acrylic. Today we will study cotton and jute and conversion. Cotton, like I told, is grown, it was obtained from plants. It grows in a balls, cotton balls, which when mature burst open and give cotton outside. Cotton should be then combed and separated from seeds. seeds. This is called ginning of cotton. This is called as ginning of cotton. Ginning of cotton. Ginning of cotton. The process where fibers are separated from skin is called ginning of cotton. Then we take cotton and then we try to convert it into yarn. Yarn. Yarn means thread, like yarn, thread. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. Process of making yarn from fibers is called as spinning. Joining many fibers and twisting them to give a like thread, that is called as spinning. Charka will do the job. Next, yarn to fabrics. Yarn to fabrics is done by two methods. One is weaving. Weaving. You can observe this is how this lady is doing weaving. She is arranging all the yarns. Arranging all the yarns. This can be done using hand looms. This is called weaving. Weaving. The process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric is called as weaving. Last step is knitting. Knitting. A single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. This is called as, this is how knitting is done. Knitting is done. How knitting is done. You can see the diagram of knitting here. Thank you, students.